thinking about the day you were born. I was watching you behind the glass of the hospital nursery. That stupid nurse didn't even notice you put the blanket over your face. Well, I was all ready to jump in if you were in distress, but you pushed it off for yourself. My little mousie. That was great. I was so proud of you. From as far back as I can remember, my parents have always encouraged me to be responsible for and solve my own problems. My biggest problem? Indecision. In college, I started reading my Taurus horoscope every morning to get some advice as how I should conduct myself that day. Though variety is unusual, I'm still genuinely and embarrassingly surprised at how accurate they can be sometimes. Your fantasy should be quite enjoyable today, and as long as you don't lose track of reality, everything should flow smoothly. People say that a dreamer has her head in the clouds. Well, I look to the stars. Wholesome hero from above, the most handsome of the earthborn, so large in stature. Worldly traveler, take me on an adventure with you. You're so mysterious, no one knows the real you or its stories are true like I do. Some say you're an angry drunk, but I just know you as my bohunk. Oh, Orion, constellation in the sky. You are my one and only true love, it's something that I can't deny. Orion, always part of the plan, the best kind of man, what you see is what you get. You encourage me to reach for the stars. I get lost in your sky. Yes, sir, Orion, you're the perfect guy. You may not be the only man that I'll ever have, but you walk a mountain, that's what I sing about. Oh, Orion, so gallant and so true. No one brighter than you. Always there when you're needed, still a pleasant surprise. Never shy or insecure of your talents. On you I can always rely. Never compensating cause you're larger than life. Oh, Orion, some say you're no good. You're just misunderstood. You may act distant or change your place, but there's no mistaking when I see your face. I know I'm setting my hopes high, literally, but you're the soulmate I desire, the someone I admire. Orion, philosophers are fools. No one better than me and you for us as we are two. You quite seem to be the only star cluster for me. Can't you see? Oh, right. You don't exist in bodily form like before. Well, that never stopped. Demi Moore. I need your love. Oh, Orion. Oh, Orion. I always dread it when people ask me if I have a boyfriend. This question is usually posed by girls who never have trouble in the guy department. I'll say no, and with the exception of one married friend who actually said I was lucky, the answer is always, why? As if I could just snap my fingers and poof, said boyfriend would appear out of thin air and I'd say, golly, that was easy. Should I feel complimented? Is it a Wow, you're such a catch. I can't believe you haven't been snagged yet. Jump on the bandwagon, your biological clock is ticking like this, or but you're so pretty. That's wrong with you. After each mistake, she likes to say how much she's grown. As she finds herself singing alone, she still denies she's waiting by the phone. Not much to show for it, but she won't admit defeat. Yeah, she folds and retreats against the pressure heat. An experienced prude and a clumsy flirt. She is an expert introvert. Her self-consciousness throws her judgment out of whack. It's never the guy she likes who likes her back. So when he does, it's like a sneak attack. Each time she tries a bit harder as she goes up against pros. Other girls give come heavy looks while it took her a week to friend him on Facebook. Just cause nothing happened yet doesn't mean it won't end in hurt. She's an expert introvert. While she works on emotional narration, holding back the urge to hold back the urge, he questions her sexual orientation. Even with the strongest connection, she's unqualified to compete for attention, let alone his utmost affection. But you know, she's the one who needs protection. Without his help, to her old ways she will revert, 'cause she's an expert introvert. I wasn't always shy. I used to run around the front yard completely naked when I was 3 or 4 and could carry on conversations with adults easily. At 4, I started ballet and tap classes. When I was 8, I befriended the hired dancers at my cousin Robbie's bar mitzvah and spent the entire night on the dance floor while all the other kids were busy with the separate hors d'oeuvre and game rooms. That same year, I quit dance for brownies. The Girl Scouts, not the dessert item, though my body was beginning to reflect otherwise. The pediatrician my brother and I used to go to at that age was a legend in the neighborhood. Not because he was famous, but because he was ancient. He had this headpiece that had 2 magnifying glasses he would occasionally flip down over his eyes so he could focus better on his victim, patient. I was anxious just being in the office. Once, when we went for our annual shots, my brother locked himself in the bathroom. When they finally got him out, I locked myself in. Well, he's my big brother. If he was that scared, something terrible must be waiting for him. Well, when they finally pried me out, the doctor showed me to a separate room with the door open and had me watch this teenage boy administer his own shot. See, he does it himself. The only consolation in having to see Dr. Eglick were the vibrant, deliciously thick rectangular lollipops they had in a glass jar at the front desk. These were no dum-dums. The thought of the pop I would pick on my way out of the office, maybe cherry, never grape, was what got me through those needles. During one routine checkup when I was about 10, one that my mother and I will never forget, and that I now attribute to an episode of senility, the doctor has just finished checking my ears or taking my blood pressure. He looks at my chart. He looks at me. I can't have this. She's obese. What, do you want to be a size 25 when you grow up? No. At the age of 10, I was definitely chubby, but an active soccer player, a prepubescent kid, and not in danger of going into cardiac arrest anytime soon. Well, needless to say, I didn't have a lollipop after that visit. In fact, according to my mother, you were hysterical. You ran out there crying. I chased after you, and we left. You cried the whole way home. Well, that night I called my friend Karen, got the name of her kid's pediatrician. You needed someone kind and compassionate. And the next day, I went to pick up your records and told the ladies at the desk that they were completely out of line. And that anything the doctor ever did for my family meant nothing now. I mean, I used to take your Uncle Carl there for appointments. You were not obese. I was the same way growing up. Well, before you met with the new doctor, I told her everything that happened, and she agreed never to mention your weight. I did everything I could to protect you, and you moved on. You were a carefree, happy kid. And I absolutely was. Not too long after, I had my very own pretty woman moment. We were dress shopping at a girl's boutique. I had purchased a dress or two in the past, but this visit was cut short. The attendant took one look at me and said to my mother, "We don't have anything here for her." By this time, I was already having trouble eating in public. Buffets were the worst. Any kind of food spread, really. What here is healthy? How much is too much? Any minute, somebody's going to be thinking to themselves, "Oh, there goes that heavy girl eating again." Any hunger in me simply vanished. Well, after my parents had helped themselves to food, my dad is in heaven at buffets. I coaxed one of them to wrap a sandwich half or a cookie in a napkin for me, and on the way home, my hunger would miraculously appear and I'd devour the bounty. We just thought I was shy. Well, I've come a long way from the napkin days. I'm not now, nor will I ever be a size 25, but I can't help to escape the occasional resurgence of feelings I had when hearing those words. Before that, I wanted to stand out. Blonde hair, blue eyes, English accent, anything to make me special. Once I felt different, I found comfort blending in. Preparing to graduate college, I thought my best chance of being wanted in my adult life and career was to be a blank canvas, a piece of clay ready for molding. I couldn't have been more off. You said that you love me, so I swallowed my pride. How could I have known you'd be so quick to leave my side? Took me for granted, took me for a ride. And God only knows just how much I've cried. How much have you lied? Will you ever be satisfied? Since you've waited your whole life for me, well, here I am, no more hide and seek. I can live and learn on my own, now that your true colors I shall own. So hold on to your guilt, save all your sympathy. I feel sorry for you who tossed me so easily. You have to live with what you've done. But I'm set free now, who's the lucky one? Oh yeah, it's me. It's me, 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 me. It's me. Ali, Ali, oxen free. Might have the house lights, please? For this next section of the show, I'm going to need a volunteer from the audience.
Donnie wants to volunteer.
Does that make anyone else really uncomfortable? Yeah. I mean, I've always been one to slide far down in my seat anytime any performer on stage does that. Sorry. Okay, you can turn them off, thanks. The The one time I wanted to be that person picked was at 8, that magical year of change, watching the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus. During the show, this hobo-looking clown guy pops out of the audience and starts looking for a volunteer. Well, the girl he picks goes soaring through the air with him, and they do a whole routine together. Flipping through the program on the car ride home, I realized she wasn't a volunteer at all. It was part of the show. Oh, I wanted to be that girl. I've become the clown in the spotlight. Especially because she comes out sporadically, treats me like a little sister. Don't know why he feels for me doesn't treat me like a hug. Folks, takes a certain something to flaunt a pretty face, but to play the fool you need more than your boobs in place. Although I've been told I have a nice smile, I'd like to master my feminine wiles. Hard to know where his affection lies, cause he works with everyone. Girls and guys, all of the I can trust. He doesn't even show me lust. I wish he'd display some kind of disgust, cause it would be easier to judge. Want him to stop playing games with my devotion, not to fool around with other people's emotions. History recalls the brave knight who was meant to be charming, strong and valiant. Could I be the one he needs to rescue him from the tower? I'll be the savior to the soul that can fly outward. Nah, I think to being the woman, let him be the man. I'd like to put the foolery to an end. He may be the king of the castle, me the clown. My makeup is melting, my shoes don't fit. The shine will fade from his crown when the jokes don't land. The kingdom falls. Don't want that to be the end of it all, but I fancied myself in tinsel little strands. He only sees me as a jester in a dress. Besides horoscopes, I've been known to enjoy the opening and sharing of fortune cookie fortunes. If instead of predictions there are proverbs or cheesy advice and they just provide mild entertainment in trying to pronounce the Chinese vocabulary on the back. That being said, I received 2 fortunes years ago that are still with me today. Your path is arduous, but amply rewarding. Be patient. The Great Wall didn't got built in one day. Oh, focus group. Stand free food, but avoid eye contact. Divert your attention from new people in the room. Should I feign misery and gloom to fit in? I can't win. Oh, iced tea focus group. I can't resist. I'm portraying the starving artiste. Do anything for a dime. A pastrami on rye. Why? Please lick and look me in the eye. My focus group. My ukulele and my family are the main reasons I'm not in therapy. In the same week, both my place of survival employment and my place of theater refuge closed down with no more than a couple days' notice. When I get the news, I've been working at the same job for 10 months. This is the longest job I've ever held. Not due to my inabilities, but because I've been working with a temp agency since 2008. It's far from stimulating, but it's flexible and, well, it's money. I've also been in demanding rehearsals for about 2 months, preparing to replace someone in a show I only perform in twice. And the first I count as my dress rehearsal since I never got a real one. Mind you, I'm selling rain boots at the Limelight, that church turned nightclub turned marketplace of Party Monster fame, and portraying the Leslie Van Houten in a musical comedy about Charles Manson. But I go from having too much to juggle to feeling like a completely lost loser. I have this aunt who, when I was still in college, introduced me to a friend as my niece. She thinks she's going to be an actress. No, not someone I turn to during an emotional meltdown. Most often I'll call home in my bewilderment stage, and if the doctor is in, hi Sari, how you doing? What's wrong? What? Well, are they looking for another venue? Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Daddy, you'll be sad too. I was just telling him I couldn't wait to see his reaction. Well, you were so different from yourself up there. It really was wonderful. You're having a tough week. The 100 people didn't give you much of notice either, did they? I bet you smear. Well, it's a good thing we got our boots at your discount before all this happened. Yeah, I wore my violet ones to school the other day, got lots of compliments. Of course he hasn't worn his yet. They're still in the box. Well, you were miserable there anyway, right? With the coops you work with and the crazy customers, not to mention the time the outdoor umbrella fell on you when they put you in a taxi to the hospital. You should write a song about that. I know, I'm just kidding. At least your life isn't boring. Well, maybe you should have that boss write the letter of recommendation she promised you. I know you don't have anything lined up yet, but it couldn't hurt. You need to be aggressive. In the meantime, do you need any money? Daddy and I already discussed it. We decided to put money in your account because we want to. We love you. If we didn't think you were talented and working so hard, we wouldn't be helping you out. You know that, right? It makes us feel good. We're not rich, but we're far from destitute, and as long as we're able to help you, we will. When you're rich and famous, you can buy me a sports car. I know you're grateful, even when you're in a bad mood and you snap at me. Oh, Sari, don't cry. I know you don't mean it. You picked a difficult life full of ups and downs. I know it's frustrating, but remember, this isn't forever. One day, you're going to look back on all this and laugh. Dad was just saying to me, look at her trying all these things. You're amazing. No grass grows under your toes. All right, well, call me later if you need to. I'll be around. I love you too, sweetheart. We'll talk. I long for the day I'm able to buy both of them sports cars. Oh, if love could pay the bills. Nice Jewish girl in a church on a Sunday, 'cause I've got to get paid. Sound like a rubber soul. Oh, help me, rich boyfriends get laid. I tried to give them the benefit of the doubt, but when it rains in monsoons, I'll never figure it out while they talk to me like I'm the buffoon. The good thing is how quickly they bounce back from a subtle passive-aggressive attack. Behind my smile, they can't read my ill will. I'm finally being paid to use my acting skills. Yes! You found them instead of creating a mess. Just because I don't know something doesn't mean I don't know anything. Might as well be a waitress. The lounge covers make me lose my mind, and so many things cause me to rest. I'm a pro, alright. I survived. They call them a huntress. Just finished the tirade from a diva. Who does she think she is? The queen? must be testing me. I can't be wasting my time. I'm for all those moments I wanted to scream. I might as well have been a mime. It would be fair to stop taunting myself. I need to hear my own prayers, nurture my mental health. I wish I could educate the world in one fell swoop. It's not life or death, you're purchasing shoes. Sorry to digress, I promise I'm not really a mess. I'm a singer-songwriter / actress. Oh, besides that, yeah, sorry, we're sold out. Hiya, kiddo, how you doing? Yeah, we just listened to your song. Yeah, we liked it. But the part where you, at the end, where you sing one foul swoop, yeah, I think the saying's actually one fell swoop. To be sure, I looked it up on the computer. It actually comes from Shakespeare. Macduff, on hearing that his family and servants have all been killed. All my pretty ones? Did you say all? Oh, hellkite, all what? All my pretty chickens and their dam at one fell swoop? The kite referred to is the hunting bird, and the swoop is the rapid descent the bird makes when capturing prey. Yeah, you can change it or not. I just thought I'd let you know. You're welcome. What else is hot? Yeah, I'm tired too. I stayed up late, yes, watching a movie. Oy. Ugh, my knees are driving me in this damn weather. I'll be fine, don't you worry about me. You and your mother are the same. Look, just focus on what you need to do to succeed. You got plenty going on. Feeling kind of lost, huh? I'm sorry to hear that. Well, if you're frustrated, take a break. Go for a walk, get some air, try to take your mind off of it for a little while. I have a feeling things are going to turn around. bumper car track. Have a mind of your own. Start to veer from the set path. Don't worry, you'll bounce back. Don't need a license to drive. There are no rules, just connections. Just breathe and know you're not alone. The ride won't last forever. Make the most of it. Life is a roller coaster. So many ups and downs. Should you hold on tight or let yourself go? Keep on track.